In today's full flight video, we're in the new Sim Update 4 at night time. I'm going to fly back to Perth from Adelaide and check out the new Orbx Perth scenery. Well, welcome back to a new video, everyone. Hope you're all doing really well. Here we are, left off where we last flew the aircraft, which is here into Adelaide Airport. And a lot has changed since the last time we flew in here. It's been a few days. I also went to Vienna in the meantime. However, enough of that. We are in Sim Update 4. It's now been officially released. It's no longer in beta. And this is the full version stable release. And we're going to fly this aircraft at night time today, purely because in Sim Update 4, the night lights apparently meant to be beautiful and so much better. And already I'm getting a taste for that. Just looking down here, these lights already look a lot better. So we'll see what it looks like at cruising altitude of 36,000 feet and check out the nighttime lighting there. We're going to fly this aircraft, Airbus A321 Jetstar, back to the new Orbx Perth scenery and check out what that scene looks like in the dark as well. Since we took off in the daytime, we'll switch the timings around. Let me show you guys the dispatch then, our flight plan for the day. So a Jetstar 860, we're an Airbus A321. We've got a flight time today of 3 hours and 8 minutes and we are cruising flight level 360, 162 passengers. We have a runway 05 departure. I've done Adelaide 5 departure or something like that. I have to put a manual in, so there is actually a departure here. And then arriving into Perth, at the moment it says direct, also we'll put an arrival in at that time as well. We are on VATSIM, there's no one on because it's 1:43 AM here in Adelaide, so everyone is fast asleep. But let's get straight into the flight deck and get this Airbus A321 back to Perth. Great, so here we are in the flight deck and head to the overhead panel. And we're going to switch on the external power, like so. Battery 1, battery 2, and let's switch on the dome light. Get the nav set to IRS's, cruise supply on, nav and no-go light, seatbelts to arm, and we'll pop the just center pumps on as well. Coming down here, and we're going to set, oh, my flap should not be on full, that is my fault. There we go, get that back to where it should be. Going to set this to auto, actually no, to on, correct, and then 2000, that's perfect. Cool, already it's a massive performance increase, it's really, really smooth. And then we'll set Unicom 122.8 like so, and we'll turn it all the way down for now because I don't need to hear anyone say anything. Pop the PAs on. I forgot to get the Jetstar ones, apologies. Head to our EFB, tap to import from SimBrief, and then we've got 26 minutes to get out of here. Before we do this, I'll show you the METAR today. So we have the winds are not that bad, 1309 knots and 19 degrees QNH 1016. We're going to set 1016 here, 1016 here. Cool. And then we're going to start loading up the aircraft. So go to mass and balance, load aircraft, GSX boarding only. And we'll load in the fuel instantly, like so. Hopefully the jet bridge starts to attach in a second. There we go. And now we can start planning up the FMGC. So we'll go to the ATSU page, AOC, flight init data request. And I am using my Wing MCDU. So on the left, it will be all via the MCDU that I have in front of me. Also, you guys can still see everything that I'm doing. Cool, that's loads in, received messages page and load sheets. I'm going to accept that load sheet. Over here then, we're going to go to the FMGC and then we're going to press the init page and do an init request over here as well. Cool, and then we're going to go to the IRS init and yes, align on ref and confirm the alignment. And then the wind, we're going to do a wind request.
Passengers boarding starting.
Lovely, so the passengers are now getting on. The wind uplink is in. And we're going to pop in our flight number, which is Jetstar JST 860. There we go. Cost index was 5. And we're cruising flight level 360. Flight plan, YPAD, departure 05, and it is on the
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
ARPA 1 Alpha, which is this one here. Insert that, And then that is all set, ready to rock and roll, guys. So next thing to do, obviously, is all the weights and balance. We can't do that, unfortunately, until the passengers have boarded. So in the meantime, I'll show you all the departure out of Adelaide today. So as you can see here, we're departing at runway 05, and we're going to take off with a left-hand turn and then fire back on ourselves all the way to Arupa, and then crossing and then over into Perth, which we'll sort out later on. Now, with our departure today, we've got a 5,000 feet initial climb at Morpeth, and then 7,000 feet at Sarag, 10,000 at Dopti, and then we kind of go up to Ripple. So we'll set our MCP up to 10,000 feet because it will deal with the altitude restrictions itself. So let's set MCP to 10,000, and everything here to VOR, CSTR, and that will do. Lovely stuff. Right guys, I shall leave it there until the passengers have boarded, and then I will get back to you all. Right guys, boarding has completed, so it's now time to set up the rest of the aircraft. We're going to send all this information here to the MCDU. Success, there we go, so make sure that's gone in, which it has. And then we're going to do the takeoff performance page. So we're departing 05, packs will be off, send the live weather, calculate and send to the MCDU. So we've got 148, 154, 154 and flaps 2/up 1 and a flex temp of 57 degrees. And that has all been set in down here, so we're now actually good to go. APU is starting up. Once the APU has started, GPU will be disconnected and we'll pop on the beacon light to start our pushback. APU is available, beacon light can come on, GPU will go like so. APU bleed can also now come on, and we're going to want nose left, tail right for this departure. Off goes the jet bridge, bye bye. GSX will start doing its thing. I have to say guys, I'm really excited to see the night lighting. Already it does look a lot better, but obviously you won't really know the real difference until you start flying. But over there looks really nice. Look at that, look at the moon as well. Very intrigued to see how it looks. Okay, nose left, tail right. Parking brakes are released. Ignition start, engine 1. I will switch this to TA. There we go, engine 1 starting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A321. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. Emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew is now pointing out exits nearest to you. Please be aware. Behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened.
Please set parking brakes.
Right everyone, both engines have started up nicely. We've confirmed a good engine start to GSX, and now it's nearly time to start our taxi to runway 05. This does look really nice, doesn't it? But I just think the lights in the background are really good, specifically. Cool, okay, so ignition start back to normal, and we're going to set flaps 1/go up 1.0, which is there. And then overhead panel, APU bleed off, taxi lights, runway turn off lights. We're going to arm the ground spoilers and set auto brake to max and do a flight control check. Full left, check. Full right, check. Full up and full down, full rudder left. It's going to do that thing. Hang on. Full rudder left, full rudder right. Beautiful. And everything up here is good. Going to switch off the dome lights to taxi. Oh, we need a bit more lights in here, don't we? Get those switched on. Get these switched on. And get that on as well. Right, that looks a lot better. Cool, okay. Parking brakes released. Bit of thrust. And now we're going to taxi to 05. Nearly at runway 05, so we're going to switch on all the lights, landing lights, strobe and takeoff lights on, and takeoff config test at predictive wind shear. Let's just do that quickly. There we go. And TARA, what's that one? Flap/MC, do you disagree? Oh, flaps 2. Thank you for that. There we go. Thank you, aircraft. Didn't realise I had that feature. Takeoff config test normal. There we go. Flaps 2 is now set, and we're going to head off on our way to Adelaide. Nope, to Perth. That was the other video. Right, let's see how good these night lights really look, shall we? Let's start the clock. Nose down, and 50%. Maybe not 50, but near on. Stable, man flex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Is that blood on the runway? 100 knots checked. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Very nice. Okay, yeah, that does look really good. I want to hand fire the aircraft, but at the same time I want to see the lights. Wow. Okay, gonna lower the nose, climb thrust. Beautiful. Autopilot 1. Let's have a look now. I mean, yeah, that does look really good. Look at those city like red lights. Look at that stadium. Damn. Look at that. Wow. Okay, flaps 1. We're going to open climb in a minute. Flaps up. Ground spotters disarmed. interesting how it kind of stops here, but I guess the city kind of ends there maybe. Unless that's water. Whoa, what was that? It's a bit weird. Don't know what happened there. Okay, so I don't know if that's like a little bug or something, but it just seemed to throw out my throttles there. Managed to get them back, thankfully, but might be because it's Semi 4 and the aircraft hasn't been updated just yet. So it might be a little bit of a bug going on. But yeah, managed to get it back okay, which is good. Right, I shall leave it there, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the video. I sure will be enjoying these views. And yeah, I'll catch you all shortly. See you soon. Well everyone, welcome back to the flight deck. I've been in the air for just over 2 hours now and it's still very, very early here in the morning as we approach into Perth. However, we are now going to start planning for the arrival into Perth. So we're going to head down to the FMGC, go to the flight plan page, Perth arrival, and we're arriving ILS runway 21 on the Zulu arrival, and then we are on the Cably 1 Alpha Star, which is this one, and then we're approaching via, oh no, there is no via today, sorry, no via, and then insert that, and that is our final flight plan. We'll go to the Perth page over here and we're going to start filling in the weather data. So if we go to my flights and arrival, as you see, QNH is 1011. I'm going to pop that in there, and the temperature is a lovely 24 degrees this evening, and 190/9 knots is the wind, and then our approach speed will be 139. And the minimums in Perth for us today, let's have a quick look. Uh, 143. So we'll pop that in the bar up there. And that is that, guys. I will catch you all closer to Perth. Enjoy the rest of this nighttime flight, and I'll catch you all shortly. Welcome back everyone. So we're just about to approach 7,000 feet as you can see. We're just going to reduce our speed to about 228 knots now, just so we're below 230. And get that speed down, and we'll set flaps 1 and also switch on our landing lights, takeoff lights, runway turn-off lights, and then the whole shebang will be switched on. There they are, there's the landing lights, nice and bright as you can see. Nice, and now we're going to set our altitude down to 5,000 feet and push that in, there we go. And speed check, flaps 1, help ourselves out with a bit of flap. There we go. And we're not too far away, about 20 nautical miles away from landing. We're going to switch on LS on both sides. What's the local time in Perth right now? Let me have a little look. Perth time is currently 2:05 AM, so it's very much middle of the night here in Perth at the moment. Now, to capture the ILS, we need to be at 2,500 feet at Hay. So we're going to actually set that into our altitude bug. So 2,500 feet was set. So then that's nice and ready. There we go. And look at these nice lights this evening. Really lovely. I have to say, Australia at night time has like a bit of a peak of orange in the distance from the whole flight. So it doesn't always seem like it's completely dark, which is interesting. Not sure if that's Msfs, but that's real life situation. Don't know. Probably sound dumb saying that, but who knows. Nice. Let's reduce our speed to 220 knots now. Well, that's flaps 2. In the distance, you can see an aircraft that's just taken off. They don't have a flight plan. They're also not a unicorn, but either way, there's the aircraft taking off, and there's the runway 21. Oh no, not 21. What are we landing on? Yeah, 21. Sorry, runway 21 is this one, which is the one we're landed on there. So we're not too far away at all. So let's head back into the flight deck. We're going to reduce our speed to 190 knots. There's the cabin crew.
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. And we're going to arm approach. And autopilot 2. Make sure everything up here is set, which it is. Right, let's arm the ground spoilers for arrival. The night lighting is looking really nice. I'm enjoying it. Smell update 4 so far, very impressed. I also got to try out the A330 because apparently the A330 is a bit of an overhaul. New sounds and whatnot, and it sounds, from what I've seen, really good. So, A330, I think our members requested an A330 flight actually, so we can do that one soon as well. Good timing. Okay, so approach phase has been activated in the aircraft by itself. We're just waiting for that localizer and glide slope to activate. The final landing speed is 139. And the correct QNH is set at 1011 as well. Okay, let's reduce speed 180 knots. There's our runway, I think. Yep, just making sure that is our runway. Oh, there's a few little runways around here, isn't there? Okay, so like I said, 2,500 feet is the altitude we'll be capturing the glide slope in. So we're there now, which is good. Purple diamonds are in its way. And we're currently 9 miles out. Okay, let's reduce our speed to 160 knots. Get it down. And then we'll start the left-hand turn. There you go, localizer and glide slope just captured. Gear down. The lights will come on in a minute. There we go, flaps 3. Flaps 3 set. And And we're 6 miles out, final landing speed. Speed check, flaps full. There we go, guys. We're fully configured for landing now. Got these lights. The aircraft's still there. Yeah, definitely the city lights look so much more sharper. I wonder what it looks like in sunset. See the little cars on the ground as well. Beautiful. Right, okay, autopilot disconnected. I have control. Wish us all luck. Oh, I knew it was going to do that. Rubbish. There we go. Probably going to end up maxing our speed. That's okay, actually. Good. Well, I've got crosswind at the moment. Now, it didn't report any crosswind this strong. It should only be 2 knots. So hopefully as we get further down the runway, or close to the runway, it should fade out. Look at these little cities down here with the houses. The lights are looking so nice. Really good. It's getting weaker now, which is good.
$500. $400. $300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Touchdown. Reverse is green, decel. Okay, reverse is stowed.
Retard. Retard.
Interesting. Manual braking, and we can just vacate it here to the right. Let's just spin it. Welcome to Perth, everyone. 3 hours 11 minutes altogether. Flaps up and ground spoilers in. Nice. And we're going to turn on the APU, master switch on, give it like a few seconds, and start it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats.
Strobe lights off, landing lights off. There we go, we'll leave on the taxi lights and runway turn offs for now. LS off, and we'll switch on our dome light. And now we're going to taxi to one of the gates here at Perth. Oh, actually, I just realised that I have turned off the wrong direction. We want Terminal 2. So don't worry, we're going to go back onto the runway again. We're meant to vacate left, not right, but that's okay. So we're going to stand 143, or gates 143, which one right at the end with the jet bridges. Switch on our bleed. And the landing rate, guys, I forgot to say, was -221, which isn't too bad. It's a decent touchdown. Great, let's turn off the runway, turn off lights. Just don't blind everyone. A321 Neo, 728 Max. I really like the scenery a lot. I think I want to do a few long haul flights into Perth now. Really good scenery. Got Brisbane as well, I forgot about that. Right, 143, taxi lights off. Here we are. And a few people in the comments on one of the last videos I made saying they live in Perth, or they've been to Perth quite a few times at the airport, and the scenery is actually really good and really accurate, which is always nice to hear. So it's definitely good scenery to grab. Right, parking brake set. Engine 1 cut off. Engine 2 cut off. Voila. And there we have it, guys. Welcome to Perth. Beacon light off. Seatbelt sign off, so GSX can start disembarking everyone, and we're going to deboard like so. And there we go with it. Thank you all for watching this rotation, everyone. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, thank you very much to Orbx for gifting me Perth for to show off to everyone. And I have to say, guys, I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favourite Australian scenery that I have so far. I'm not just saying that, obviously, it actually genuinely is. Like I said before, the jet bridges, the texturing, the modelling, it all looks really high quality, high definition. And obviously people in the comments of the last video also telling me how good the scenery is. So yeah, I definitely think if you're someone who likes to fly in Australia or wants a bit of a change, because not often I come here either, then this is definitely a scenery that I think is worth the pickup. Really good. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to find it. I believe it's 2020 and 2024 compatible. But yeah, that is it. And also, on a side note, Simulator 4 is looking excellent. Performance the whole way through was really smooth. I was really surprised. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Night lights look great as well. So we'll find a lot more in Sim Update 4. And I will catch you guys all in the next video. I have a few member requested flights to catch up on as well. So yeah, definitely doing some of those. And I will catch you all next one. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.